Come on. Let's go.
Back. There you go. Good.
Come on.
Good.
Stay tight, stay tight.
Yeah. Fall back now.
Hips,
Fall back.
hips,
Fall
hips,
back.
hips.
Yeah. Breathe. Get tight. Hips forward. Now fall backwards. Fall.
Hips forward, hips forward, hips
Yeah.
forward. Yes, that's it.
Ready, set, go.
What's up, guys? It is the best day of the week. Back day.
It is back then.
Yeah.
Definitely doing a couple exercises that we're doing, kind of keeping in mind a lot of people are training out of their garage right now. So, obviously, anything we do today on a barbell or a trap bar, honestly, trap bars are pretty easy to come by, cheap, and good to have in your home gym. So, anything we do on either of those today, obviously, you can do in your gym. And, yeah, so we're going to take you through our back workout today. We kind of talked shop while we were rolling out, and we decided upon a pretty solid plan until the very end. The last exercise will kind of be like a how are we feeling and how messed up are we basically decision. So like I said, we'll give you all some cues and what we're going for and what we're actually trying to do at each exercise. But yeah, hope you enjoy it. But in the case we're trying to do it is we're trying to keep constant tension on our lat, so we're trying to get as big a stretch as possible while keeping constant tension. That's not constant tension. That's a full stretch, but it's not constant tension. To keep constant tension on our lat, i.e. keeping it engaged, think about getting the shoulder down and back, and then actually wringing your arm out, so that your humerus down and contract, bringing the elbow in. The closer you keep that elbow to your body the whole time, the more your lat's going to be engaged. So you see at the top, I'm not going like that and losing my engagement. I'm keeping everything locked down and back, retracted, and keeping the elbows tucked throughout the whole range of motion. Interesting thing to do, before you do this, kind of reinforcing the point. Put your arms out in front of you, rotate all the way in as hard as you can, keep your shoulders down and back, and then raise your arms as high as you can. That's your active range for your lats. Any farther and your lats are coming disengaged to the motion. So that's a good way to kind of see what your active range is for your lats for this exercise.
And go grab it again. Since you're in a tank, you can actually see your lat contracting better when you're doing it as well. So it's kind of cool when you were doing it.
Those are definitely the finer, smaller mechanical cues for the exercise. Definitely play around with it and get a good feel for it. So let Brian hit a set and I'll walk around and kind of demonstrate what I was just talking about. So you'll see he get that shoulder engaged before he starts. His lats engaged the whole time. And he's getting a full stretch for his lat. He's not letting his shoulder girdle just fly forward though. So a nice full range of motion, keeping the elbow close, getting a good stretch at the top, good contraction at the bottom. Also notice that throughout the whole range of motion, his weight's staying centered over the ball of his foot. He's not leaning way back on his heels, and his upper half isn't shooting way up. He's hinging at the hips, and he's keeping that same angle in his hips the whole time. More solid the base, the more output we can get through the lat. So stability is key. We are going to one-arm lat pull down. So the biggest things that we want to pay attention to here are, we're on broken records by the end of the day, are keeping the scapula locked down and back and the lat actually engaged while stretching and not just letting it flop forward, right? So I'll show you what it looks like. We have it set up like this. We've done it like this. We've done it just, knee on the ground. If you have an actual, lat pull down, you can just sit in the seat like a normal human being. But the biggest thing for this exercise is it works a lot better if the cable is a lot more in front of you than you'll typically be sitting in the seat of the machine you're using. Because we want to be able to pull that down, not back. We want to be able to pull it down for that lat engagement, starting here and getting the elbow to the center line, getting a full lat contraction and keeping the elbow as close to the body as possible. So let me show you all what it looks like. And then we'll show you all the top sets when we get to them. Like so, bring it here. My arm's going to get locked down and back. I'm starting with the neutral hand. I'm paying attention to keep the elbow close to my body the whole time. I'm only stretching as far as I can while keeping my lat engaged. We're pulling down and back to center line. We're not twerking around like that. We're not pulling it way past and turning it into a bicep curl. Shoulder locked down and back. And we're pulling that elbow right toward middle line and trying to make that lat cramp. And I feel like I could make it cramp right now. So that's what that looks like. We'll work up to our top weights and show you all our top sets.
Also, another thing I want to add is I feel that our lats got a lot more developed when we started doing everything single-armed. Because structurally, I mean, look at him. He's a bigger guy. He can't grab a bar and get a full contraction if he's using two hands. So one hand at a time, you're able to get a much better contraction. You're able to fit into the machine better. So that's another thing you need to think about too.
Everything's about the alignment. And, like the wider you get, the more tissue you carry, the less mobility you have in your elbows, your shoulders, and your wrists. It makes a big difference to be able to really get turned in and get everything lined up, like Brian said. So try the unilateral stuff. Go. Elbow tight. Come on. Perfect. Get another one by yourself. Get another one by yourself. Keep moving. Little at the bottom. Keep on going. At least one more. Go. Alright guys, so next exercise is a funny one for me because it was one he tried getting me to do for like years and I never ever wanted to do it because I could never get it to feel right. But he finally showed me a way that made it feel right, and I think it's largely responsible for a lot of the back development that I have gotten in the last year. So without further ado, let him show you what it is.
It is one arm T-bar row. Pretty simple. Stand kind of to the side, just a little bit, pretty much almost like you're standing front, but just angled a little bit. You grab the bar behind the plates, and you row to your chest.
And the biggest thing is watch as he rows. Look at his arm path.
Yeah.
See how the elbow's staying close? The bar is basically riding his shin and leg the whole time. The elbow's tucked. Row it.
My back's not tucked over.
Here.
It's
Nice and neutral.
nice and neutral. I'm not leaning way over.
And then just keep on rowing. So you'll see Brian's a really big guy, but his elbows, wrist, elbow, shoulder, all stay in alignment, keeping that elbow tucked in as close to his body as he can, and that bar is riding up his leg the whole time. Alright, so Brian did a pretty damn good job of explaining it, so I'm going to cover all the reasons why I can never get him to really feel right at first, because, you know, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. So, you know, traditional wisdom, you'll see people do them, you know, like this, and that's great whenever it's light, but when it's heavier, it's literally doing that to you, and you're spending more energy keeping yourself right than not. I've seen people, you know, do them, you know, all the way, you know, out here, and I can never get that to feel right in my lat. So I feel like I was more rowing with my rear delt. So the thing that made the biggest difference for me was really kind of playing around with the angle that I had my body at, and, you know, finding the angle that allowed me to row like you saw Brian doing, with that arm going straight up my body the whole time and keeping my elbow close, and then really thinking about driving that elbow back the whole time. Whenever you start rowing, initiating not by just thinking about pulling up, but by driving that elbow back into the wall to engage the lat before you even start moving the weight. That made the biggest difference for me on this exercise. So we're going to work up to our top sets, show you all what it looks like doing a max effort, then be on to the next one. Good. Come on. Alright guys, so next exercise we're going to do is going to be a chest supported T-bar row. Yeah. So we're going to be doing this exercise, we're going to be targeting upper back, so your you know, traps, rhomboids, teres, things like that. We just took out the lower lat with those rows. We're going to be deadlifting on later in the workout, so we really are making it a point to hit the upper back musculature on this. How are we going to do that? So starting position. Literally, the cue for the starting position is to try to let it tear you in half. So Brian, pick it up real quick. So he is literally letting his shoulder girdle come completely forward. His traps are completely stretched. Everything is at a dead hang. So this is in one case for this workout. We are kind of completely releasing tension for the stretch. When he starts rowing, the first thing to move is his shoulders back into position to lock everything in. And then he is intentionally keeping his elbows out. He's not keeping them tucked. We're keeping a neutral hand position. And we're making an effort to get a really good squeeze of that upper back musculature. So every single rep, you'll see he's letting it pull him in half at the bottom. First thing to move is his shoulders to get it back into position. Then we're rowing all the way up with the elbows flared, trying to target the upper back musculature. So that's about as good of an example as you can get.
Also, try to drive your chest into the pad. Don't pick it up like this, because then you're not getting the part of the back that you want to. So you want to be constantly driving your chest into the pad as you're rowing it up. Yes. Don't pick your chest up.
Your hamstrings should not feel sore or tired from doing this. They should not be getting stressed. Your feet should more just kind of be there to stabilize you, to not like fly off the pad. Literally drive your chest into it. Great cue, Brian. All right, guys, it's top set time. So pulled an audible. Both of us are feeling strong today, so we're gonna touch new weight. We're gonna go 3 plates on the top set, and we're just gonna go, kind of rest, pause, and a drop set. We're gonna row 3 as many times as we can, strip a plate, 10 breaths, 2 as many times as we can, strip a plate, 10 breaths, 1 as many times as we can. So Brian's about to give him a go. Let's go. Good. Good. Make it hard. Every rep's perfect. Let's go. There you go, Rico. I told y'all we're filming this ourselves. Let's go, B. Savage over here, not letting his right hands come off of it. I promise you his lower back feels like it's about to explode right now. Let's go, B. Make it hard. Take it all the way. Yes. Good. See the stretch he's getting at the bottom? Come on. Let's go. This is when we're growing. Get one more good one. Come on. You got another one. Let's go. Come on. All the way. Keep it going. Don't get fucking sloppy. There it is, Brian. Good. Hey, initial thoughts?
It was difficult.
It was difficult. How'd 3 feel? How'd 3 feel? 3 was heavy?
Let this fucker fold you in half. You understand? Come on. See, before he pulls, and you'll notice more on the heavier sets,
he actually gets everything tight before he even initiates the pull. Shoulders back, takes tension off the bar.
Think
And
about
then
the
he pulls
purpose
it.
of the exercise. Today we're trying to hammer our lats as much as possible with this. Your lats aren't even engaged yet, because you have to get like that to get your lat engaged. And think about pulling the bar through yourself the whole time you're pulling up. That's going to get the most lat engagement, which is what as bodybuilders we are after when we do this exercise.
And you want to grind it up against your legs. Almost every time I deadlift, fuck my shins up. So, nothing to think about.
Come on!
Come on.
Come on.
Come on!
Come on, Brian. Go, go.
Good. Wow. That was a doozy. So, yeah, we ended up deadlifting at the end, obviously. And that was honestly a pretty typical but a very exceptional back workout. Worked up to a top set on every exercise.
Didn't do any back off sets.
No.
The only kind of drop rest pause that we did was with the chest support
Just
T-bar.
for a T-bar, we did that
Because
triple drop,
it's
rest
easy
pause.
to do
Yeah.
a rest pause and a drop set with that. So.
Yeah, so honestly, like I said, very typical for a back workout. What sets it apart from, other workouts, obviously, is the effort put in, the intensity, and then doing things right. It's incredible how much progress your back will make once you start doing things right, and I am a testament to that. I know you all have been following along for a little bit, have seen how much progress my back's made in like the last 2 years. Obviously, some of that's been getting healthy with this, but a lot of it was really refining the exercise selection, the exercise mechanics, and then really just getting to the point where the intensity is like at an all-time high. You're really able to take the sets just there's nothing left in the tank, and then some. So,
And that's also being mindful of how much volume and frequency too. So, there's often that we have a conversation, Sam and I, that we have to back off the volume with some of the workouts just because we're doing too much.
yeah, definitely.
Or other way around also, not that often.
And that comes down to being cognizant, not looking at a session in like a vacuum, but looking at what you've done, in the last week or two, and what you want to do in the coming, week or two. So definitely is a by the seat of our pants kind of thing, something we've kind of gotten a feel for over the years. Pretty similar in terms of the volume our bodies will tolerate and stuff. So like all things, it's not one size fits all, but this size fits us. So great session today. Looking forward to keeping these coming to y'all. Like I said, we're filming them ourselves, so yeah, don't be too harsh on us. See y'all next time.